For my talking about money today, I want to try and get inside of the mind of the rich. I want to see. I want to talk about what I see, what I would see, what I see rich people do, and how I would see it differently or the same or whatnot. And I'm just going to roll with that. But I see rich people tend to own things that they value. They take care of the things that they own. When something happens to their car, they get it fixed. When something happens to their pet, they take it to the vet. When things go awry, they correct it right away. They don't just sort of sit there with a problem, at least any sort of financial related problem, and just sort of cope with it. They just, figure out a solution. They call somebody up, they get a recommendation, boom, they get it fixed. Contrast that with what I do, I just sort of roll with it, I deal with it. I'm just like, okay, well, that wasn't that important to me. And I think there's a lot of me looking at material things and saying that's not that important to me. And it's not that I'm diluting myself with my view. It's just that I'm not putting a lot of importance. I'm not putting a lot of value into material things, and I'm not certain. And why? But yet. Only my material things. Like, if I were to walk into a really fancy house, I would treat it much differently than I treat my own place. In terms of, I would look at the things maybe in awe at certain things, and I would not want to make too big of a mess, and I would want to clean a dish right away, and I would want to do all these things differently because of the environment that I was in. Which means that I'm giving my power to certain environments. I'm allowing the environment that I'm in now, and sort of the reasonably priced objects and the somewhat messy environment that I create my own room and office here. I'm allowing that to impact me, to treat things less importantly. And so when something happens to my car, I just say whatever. And I fix it eventually if it's that important to me. But mainly it's like, I don't really feel like it. I don't really want a car. But if I was loaded, I wouldn't do that at all. I would immediately say, take it into the shop. Or I'd have somebody out of the problem. I'd say take it into the shop. I'd get a rental. I'd have fun cruising around in my rental. I'd want to drive more places instead of driving less places. That's a huge tweak there, and so yeah.